In June of 2001, an unknown 22-year-old stepped into the ring with 2 weeks' notice and walked out with the IBF title and the world's attention. This is the night that launched Manny Pacquiao into the spotlight. But what really happened in that fight? Why did Lewaba, one of the best in his division, fall apart so quickly? And how did a replacement fighter change boxing history? Most people, including the HBO broadcast team, had never heard of Pacquiao, but he shocked everyone with his relentless pressure, lightning speed, and devastating combinations. That night, they watched in disbelief as this unknown kid from the Philippines overwhelmed a world champion with speed, volume, and pure violence. What they didn't realize is that they were witnessing the start of something much bigger. Because while this wasn't Pacquiao's first world title, he'd won the WBC flyweight belt back in '98, but this was the moment that introduced him to the American audience. And from here, he would go on a run that boxing had never seen before, becoming the only 8-division world champion in history. But Manny Pacquiao's story didn't begin in that Las Vegas ring. Long before the world knew his name, he was fighting for just $20. To truly understand what happened that night against Lewaba, we have to go back to where it all started. At 16 years old, most kids are worried about homework. But on January 22, 1995, one teenager stepped into a boxing ring and threw a punch that would echo through sports history forever. This is Manny Pacquiao's story, and his very first professional fight almost ended before it began. The stakes? Everything. One loss could send him back to the streets of General Santos City, selling cigarettes just to eat. One win? It pays $20, barely enough for a week's meals, but enough to dream bigger. But what happened in those early fights would reveal something extraordinary, something that even Pacquiao himself didn't know he possessed. Pacquiao stepped up against his first real test, Armando Rosil, a seasoned veteran who'd seen it all. Rosil was a smaller inside fighter, but Pacquiao was familiar with that style and adjusted quickly.
Because Rosil is a brawler, but here goes Pacquiao with a good combination. Rosil looked in a little bit of trouble there.
And look at Manny Pacquiao trying to psych out Armand Rosil. Now, I think Pacquiao is fighting a cautious fight. I think he realizes that Armand Rosil
does have a big punch.
So he's not taking too many chances.
From long range, his shots are a little short. Clinches, he dances around.
Now take a look at the build of Armand Rosil. He's shorter than Pacquiao. Rosil is 5'3", Pacquiao is 5'5".
It looks a little more pronounced in the ring.
Yes.
Pacquiao looks even a little...
even taller, no?
Yeah, even taller.
But Rosil is solidly built. I mean, he's got muscles ripping.
He's obviously going to look for one big punch against Pacquiao. Just feeding him out. Rosil connects with the long right. Pacquiao covers up against the ropes. Rosil working to the body. Pacquiao covers up nicely. Rosil connects with the left. Pacquiao can't afford to be a little too cocky against Rosil because he's a big puncher, skinny.
In round 2, fighting from an orthodox stance, Pacquiao buckled Rosil's knee with a right cross.
It's not like a Tarona.
Yes. Oh.
Now they're fighting from close range.
Oh, this is left-right combination by Rosil. Pacquiao comes back.
And Pacquiao did connect with a nice
beautiful left from under. Couple of lows there by Rosil. Pacquiao connected with a good punch from under, but Rosil is nailing him with good combinations. Very, very tough arm on Rosil. But Pacquiao is fighting back, trying to fight from long range,
now
covering up.
It's interesting, Ronnie, that both of these fighters are southpaws. They're both left-handers. And both of them are connecting from close range. But Armand Rosil, this is the kind of fight he likes. He is connecting solidly from close range.
Pacquiao making a mistake of going in. He's getting clobbered there. A couple of good punches by Armand Rosil. And Pacquiao backed off. Throws a right from under.
Now, there's a lot of ego involved in this fight as far as Pacquiao is concerned.
Really going after each other. Pacquiao connects with a good right. Rosil was in a little bit of trouble against the ropes there. But he comes in with a hard right from under. And Pacquiao has got him against the ropes. And it's a slugfest now. Pacquiao and Rosil, they're slugging it down to the center of the ring.
Now Rosil is
going down. Pacquiao
is hurt.
He's hurt, but he comes back with a hard right of his own. And Pacquiao is going after Rosil, and there goes the bell. End of round 2. What an exciting end to that round.
Oh, yes.
By round 3, the volume of punches overwhelmed Rosil.
Might have gotten hurt in that exchange because he's not throwing any punches.
Yes. And he looks a little tired too, but he connects with a good right.
Well, he did throw
Another hard right.
an enormous volume of punches, and here we go again.
Pacquiao, good short right. But he nearly lost his mouthpiece, then throws a left from under in the neutral corner. Rosil fighting back, but Pacquiao working to the body. Good left again by Pacquiao. Left uppercut. Rosil against the ropes in the corner. He's in trouble. Pacquiao nails him with a long looping right. And another left. They're really slugging it out, but Rosil is getting a bad beating from Pacquiao here. The crowd's roaring on his feet. The crowd is on his feet.
Finally down. And referee
Look at this crowd.
Pacquiao won by third round TKO. After this performance, Pacquiao began making serious noise in the Philippine boxing scene, extending his record to 11-0 with a series of knockout wins, including a stoppage of Ronaldo Mendoza. On February 9, 1996, Pacquiao faced Rustico Tokmpo, the toughest opponent of his career so far. Rustico Tokmpo wasn't intimidated by the hype. While everyone else saw a rising star, Tokmpo saw a 17-year-old kid who'd never tasted defeat. If I was to describe the fight in 2 words, reckless aggression.
Been tested.
He's not been really tested.
Yes, that's right. He really
good left by Tokmpo. They tie each other up. Tokmpo setting the pace early in this fight.
Yes. Now we are scheduled for 10. Tokmpo being very, very...
Oh, he caught Pacquiao with a good left.
Of course, you raised the question whether Tokmpo can keep this blistering pace to the end. That is, of course, if Manny Pacquiao survives
with a good flurry of punches.
Pacquiao edged round 2, but in round 3, he crumpled to a crushing overhand left. He tried to rise, but his legs betrayed him. The count reached 10. His first professional loss at the age of 17.
Okay, look at this. Slow-mo, okay? And you're going to watch the left of
How did Pacquiao come back from this? 4 straight wins. That's how. Each fight revealed new layers. Against Indonesia's Ipogala, body shots and head flurries until the referee couldn't watch anymore.
Pacquiao might come back with a flurry such as what is happening now. Ipogala is now being cornered, and Manny Pacquiao punching at will. Oh, Ipogala goes down.
Ipogala saying, motioning to the referee that it was clubbed in the back of the head, but he went down, taking the mandatory 8 count. That's the first knockdown in the fight.
Here is the second round of the scheduled 10-rounder. Manny Pacquiao not letting up.
It's all-out aggression here, coming from the 19-year-old boy from
Good left again by Manny Pacquiao. And Ipogala coming up with only 1 out of about 10 unleashed by Manny Pacquiao.
The Indonesian is soaking up a lot of punishment
There's
here.
another left. Indonesian still gallantly on his feet, but he is not fighting back, and he's turned his back. And the referee will stop the fight.
Then came the demolitions. Mike Luna, round 1 destruction.
That's the face of Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao tends occasionally to get a little careless. He's very flamboyant little fighter. Sometimes gets a little cocky. And
That's how he lost. Huh?
Yes.
I think I covered that bout in the Rio.
But he's a very popular fighter.
Yeah.
Everywhere we go, they ask for Manny Pacquiao. But he's young. He's colorful.
And he keeps busy
Yes.
inside the ring.
Except that I understand he's a great fighter, but he tends to get ill from time to time. In fact, he was supposed to fight some weeks ago, but couldn't fight because he was ill, and that's why he's fighting tonight.
Combinations being unleashed now by Manny Pacquiao.
Right to the body. Pacquiao.
Hey, good right to that face
of Luna. He's going after Luna.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. A flurry of punches delivered there by Manny Pacquiao.
I don't think he's going to get up.
No, he's not going to get up.
It's not boxing.
The reward, a shot at his first real title. On June 26, 1997, he faced Thai champion Chakvivat, a 34-win veteran. Pacquiao engaged fire for fire.
Cheers on every punch that he's thrown, whether it's solid or not.
You notice that Chokchai is not initiating the action at all. He's waiting the counter punch. He's waiting for the opening, and he's waiting for Pacquiao to come in. And Pacquiao obliges. He comes straight in. A Chokchai 3K battery.
Oh,
And he's on the attack.
is being landed by Manny Pacquiao. And Chokchai 3K battery trying to hang on. And Manny Pacquiao is still at it. Chokchai 3K battery trying to ward off the blows. Coming from the direction of Manny Pacquiao. Another right to the face by Manny Pacquiao. Here is the second round of the scheduled 12 rounder.
Pacquiao throwing a lot of punches. Nothing solid, however, landing. I haven't seen Chokchai flinch or grimace yet. Chokchai is on the attack and he's concentrating on the midsection.
All right, last few seconds of round number 2, scheduled 12 rounder for the OP third round there, where Chokchai is trying to get a bit more aggressive. But as you said, Quirito, Manny Pacquiao certainly kept him busy with all those punches that Manny Pacquiao were throwing back in round number 3.
And in round 5, floored Chokchai with a left lead uppercut, winning the OPBF belt and raising his international profile.
To the face of Chokchai. Good left and right by Manny Pacquiao. Oh, good left by Manny Pacquiao to the face. Got him right to the right side of the head.
By 2001, they called him the Destroyer, but he was still just a regional star, still fighting in relative obscurity, until one phone call changed everything forever. While vacationing in the US and training with Freddie Roach, Pacquiao got the most important phone call of his career, a last-minute replacement spot on HBO against IBF champion Lewaba. He took the fight on 2 weeks' notice. What happened next would announce him to the world. And the rest, as they say, is history. Lewaba wasn't just a champion, he was one of the most respected technicians in the division. And Pacquiao was a mystery that even the HBO commentators hadn't heard his name.
Should fight here. He shouldn't try to get into a boxing net.
The opposite side of that coin is go ahead and keep using it.
Trying to box the boxer in bad shape.
And Pacquiao landing some hard shots.
That's what you got to do.
Lewaba has an excellent jab. Some conventional fighters tend not to use their jab. Attack against Lewaba. Freddie Roach said to me, yeah, he showed us that in South Africa. We're completely round of that fight. We were unaware of it that particular evening.
But you can jump on to think that you should get in there and just fight those guys and forget where your feet are and make them on the punching bag.
Pacquiao bloodied Lewaba's nose in the opening round, closing the distance like a man possessed. Lewaba expected to outbox this unknown replacement. Instead, he tasted his own blood. By round 2, Lewaba looked stunned, caught between defending and surviving. Every time he tried to reset, Pacquiao was already in his face.
Pino fighter again. Boom!
Lewaba is going to have to do something.
There you go, a body shot by Lewaba. That may change things. You got it.
Lewaba came in as a potential star right now. What short left hand, we'll have to see in the replay.
I think it was a bunch of punches. I think it was. He took this fight on only 2 weeks' notice. Only came here to America.
You got to fight. If you want to be a star, you got to fight. That's a rude awakening for a good man. Punches thrown in the first round.
Absolutely. I think this guy just hit so hard that here he gets off to an uncertain start against Pacquiao's hard punches in round 1. And here Lewaba is totally on the defensive.
Depend on your boxing skills all the time. You got to fight. You want to fight? The fight is yours, but it's not going to develop like that.
You talk about getting old in a hurry. Leonardo Lewaba looks like an old 29 in there against 24-year-old Manny Pacquiao right now.
Hey, how you feeling? You okay?
I didn't see the punch.
The boxer like Lewaba.
There was only one question on everyone's mind. Who was this kid? By round 3, Pacquiao was in complete control. He was too fast, too unorthodox, too dangerous.
Of your life, you need that strength. You should be jabbing right now. There you are, but throwing shots. You wait.
With an explosive shot. And another. And a bleeding badly.
He's got to stay on it. He cannot give him a break. Right jab.
Pacquiao wasn't just winning, he was dismantling a world champion. The scorecards told the story. All judges had Pacquiao ahead 50-44 through 5 rounds. But round 6 would decide everything.
She's spoken in both corners as well.
He's been caught by surprise. He's a good fighter. He had no idea.
Pacquiao may take care of it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How do you feel? You gonna continue? Take that.
And almost a resignation in the eyes of Lewaba.
A straight left to the South African's chin connected with devastating precision. Lewaba crashed to the canvas. The champion was laid out on his back, referee Joe Cortez dispensing with the count. No need for 10, no need for anything else. In 18 minutes, everything changed. The kid who took the fight on 2 weeks' notice had just announced himself to the world. But this was just the beginning, because what Pacquiao did next would prove that the Lewaba fight wasn't a fluke. He asked you guys to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel for more amazing contents like this.